Hello kids, ready for a new adventure? Here's the title of today's story. The Duck, the Chicken and the Rabbit, An Unexpected Friendship. It was a beautiful autumn morning, with golden leaves gently falling from the trees. In the sky, a flock of wild ducks flew in formation, heading south to escape the winter. But down below, near a small pond, a young injured duck watched sadly as his companions disappeared into the distance. His wing was too weak to let him fly. He was alone and vulnerable. Not far away, a chicken coop stood near a farmhouse. The chickens perched on their fence noticed the isolated duck. Their instincts told them danger was nearby. They knew a fox often roamed the surrounding fields, always on the lookout for an easy meal. One by one, the chickens descended from their perch and approached the duck, inviting him to find shelter with them. The duck, after a moment of hesitation, followed the chickens to their shelter. The chicken coop, though small, was sturdy and provided protection from predators. As night fell, a furtive silhouette appeared at the edge of the woods. The fox, with sharp eyes and a keen nose, had spotted the duck and the chickens. He crept closer, hoping to find an opening in the chicken coop. But the duck and the chicken stayed huddled together and silent. The fox circled the coop, but he found no way in. Frustrated, he moved away for a while, hoping for a better opportunity. The next morning, as the sun began to warm the countryside, a faint noise caught the attention of the chickens and the duck. It was a rabbit, wandering alone and visibly disoriented. The rabbit nervously hopped through the grass, unaware that the fox was already watching him. When the predator leapt from his hiding spot to catch the rabbit, the chickens clucked and flapped their wings, alerting the rabbit. He darted toward the chicken coop, where the duck and the chickens welcomed him and helped him find refuge. Now angry and hungry, the fox tried once again to find a way into the coop, but the shelter was far too strong. After several failed attempts, he gave up and wandered off in search of food elsewhere, disappearing into the woods. The duck, the chickens, and the rabbit, now relieved, slowly emerged from their shelter when the danger had passed. Though very different from one another, they had learned to work together to survive. The duck, despite his still weak wing, no longer felt alone thanks to his new companions. The chickens, often cautious with strangers, had opened their hearts to the duck and the rabbit. As for the rabbit, he had found a safe place and friends he could rely on. In the days that followed, the little group shared their food, protected one another, and enjoyed the autumn sunlight together. The duck, with plenty of rest, began to flap his wing and dream of the day he could fly again. But for now, he was happy to be surrounded by his new friends. In a quiet corner of the farm, one could now see a chicken coop inhabited by curious chickens, a playful rabbit, and a resilient duck. Together they formed an unlikely but united family, proving that friendship can arise in the most unexpected moments and overcome any differences. Thank you for listening to this story. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Now, I invite you to continue the adventure by clicking on one of the two videos. The first one is the same story but in French, and the second one will take you on a whole new adventure. It's your choice.